Hello, welcome. We are the Journeymen for the last time in 2025. It's okay, we're coming back next year. I'm the Prof, that's Jerry Latimore, that's Jimmy Maloney. You know how it works. Proudly brought to you by Bet-R. Great to have them on board all year. We will have another multi for you a little later in the show. Actually, what will your multi be on today, Jimmy?
Whoa, that's a good question, Prof.
The likelihood of this podcast coming back 2026. Short odds, mate.
Oh, mate, his attention to detail is outstanding.
What do you mean? $1.
Actually, you know, I had a bit of fan feedback.
Yes.
And we're running unders overs on Jimmy, 100. How many shrugs he'll do in the podcast?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there goes one.
No, that's my phone.
Oh. There you go. All right.
No.
Great
Really
fan feedback. I normally prefer when they come up and say, I enjoy the show. But that's fantastic. You can book us for a live show. Actually, our calendar's filling up for next year, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been busy.
Yeah, very good. So DM us if you'd like the Journeymen to come out, tell some yarns, have a bit of a laugh, get drunk with the locals. That's kind of what happens.
Yeah, shout out to the boys from last week too.
Yes.
How good, Lockie?
Yes. And Steve.
You don't remember the other guys.
No, I do, but I think I was
That's
sort
okay.
of traumatised
That's
by
okay.
the chili incident.
We had a, when did we do that? That was after. We haven't addressed that, did we?
No, the lads were great. They were great
They
value.
were, absolutely.
They went. I hope Oasis was good too, boys, and hopefully he's win again next year.
Yeah, so we went to the Light Brigade. We did our first annual fan lunch with the Journeymen. The two guys that showed up were normal. I didn't think they would be. I was blown away.
No, you were the least normally out of the six of us there.
Yeah, I agree with
And
that.
then we had some fun with Latsy. Latsy had some spicy jalapenos, didn't you?
It was horrific. Yeah, I just kept fucking drinking me beer, and that's what had the chili spray in it.
Yeah, Jimmy brought some chili spray. We got some photos Kai can put up or some vision. And 18 times the regular. Is that what it was? 18
It was
times regular
18 out of
spice?
10,
Oh,
like
geez.
the chili rating.
Yes, very
She
hot.
was hot.
But was a great day. And we'll do it again next year. Keep an eye out for that. Hey, where's the Toby? Where is the Toby man? Talk to me.
I don't know. I saw the boys he'd been travelling with. One of the boys put up a post. I think they've left South America, but he last was in Argentina. He was at a soccer game or football over there. They call it.
Yeah, it looked like a good atmosphere on the couple of stories he posted.
Oh, South Americans can do soccer and other things too.
What other things?
What are the other things?
Buenos nachos. Oh, no, a few other
Nachos? Yeah, they're good.
Nachos
They know how to make a man feel loved.
Oh, okay. Is that from first-hand experience?
No,
Latsy's never been to South America, have you?
you know, but I met plenty of South Americans down in Bondi.
Give him a shout out. Go on.
Shout out, Lydia.
All right, very good. The episode today, we're going to take a little look back at 2025. We'll pick our favourite moments from the NRL season, well, and also the International Rugby League season. Also, we're going to do some forecasting, gents. Just a little look forward to 2026, what you're excited about, what you're hoping will come to fruition next year. But I always like to say this at the top of the show. At Rugby League Journeyman, follow us. Kai, it pains me to say you're doing a very good job. Our socials are exploding.
Yeah.
So, Kai, well done. This is the once and only time I'll praise you.
Yeah.
Good on you, Kai. We were just
That's why you've been the
discussing-
highest paid member in the podcast, mate. Well done.
Here we
Apologise.
go. Positive place. So people that watch the pod know how it works. We're all about positive energy around the game of rugby league because Lord knows other ventures aren't doing the same thing. This week, as a bit of a change, we're each going to pick a positive topic to pump us all up. Who would like to go first? Positive place. Yes, Latsy,
Okay.
you go.
The positive place for me in the 2025 NRL season was how close the competition was for such a long period of the year. It was sort of back end of the year. A few teams really fell away, but, there was so many upsets throughout the season. The salary cap is working, even though a few do operate outside it. It was a great competition.
Allegedly.
And then, allegedly. And then to then see, obviously, the Broncos who, at one point they weren't looking like they were going to make the finals and then they weren't going to make the top four. Then a few things went their way and then to then see them come through and won the premiership. It was a great season.
Was an amazing season.
Yeah.
Positive. Everybody, that was super positive. Love it. Jimmy.
Well, I think I'll have to go one because my memory's not that good and I can't think back too far. But I think I'll go the international at the back end of the year. I can't remember so much. Maybe not. Obviously, there's a good result over in England with the Ashes for Australia, but the Pacific Championships, the atmosphere, the crowd, you know, what's happening in the international space off the back of this end of season, I think's awesome. So when's the next World Cup? 20?
Is it next year? We were discussing
yeah.
this today. I thought it was next year.
It was 2017 there was one, so that would have been, what,
21,
2021,
25,
20...
COVID, 22, 26.
Yeah, I think it's next year.
Yeah, right.
It is next year, absolutely.
Well,
the end of next year.
There you go. So that I think that's, you know, shaping up as an absolute cracker. I think
We'll have to organise some events around that.
Yeah, that's a good
there'll
idea.
be lots of, you know, Samoa strong. I think Tonga will be disappointed with how they perform, but they will be back better. I think the Kumals come in and had a really strong win over Fiji and stuff like that. So I just think the international space is as good as it has been for quite some time. So I'm sure the Kiwis, you know, will be strong. I'm sure after a 3-0 loss to the Aussies in the Ashes, I'm sure England will turn up next year, you know, ready to go. So look out, 2026 World Cup.
Very, very good. We will get into those two internationals that were played on the weekend because both good matches, in particular the Kiwis coming from behind. We'll do that in a little bit. Let's get through this first. My positive place is this podcast. Goodness, mate.
Hey!
Now, honestly, it's really exploded this year. We decided to go out on our own at the start of this year and, you know, we had some question marks around whether or not we'd all survive.
Made the right decision.
That's right. Yeah. And mate, let me give you some of this. So our Instagram following has like tripled.
Yeah.
We've gone through the roof there. Our YouTube subscribers have doubled, which, as we know, it's hard to get YouTube subscribers. Our Spotify listeners are 2.5 times. They've gone up.
Are they?
Yeah, and our YouTube views are like 5 times.
You know what? Well, on that aspect, shout out to our listeners and our viewers on YouTube. God bless you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We love
Thanks for your support. It's been brilliant. On the other note, if you are a company that wants to sponsor us, DM us because we are.
And if you got, I suppose on that note, anyone who's got any, like we're going into a new year, we'll have to sort of work out how it looks, what, you know, what things we keep, what things we change. If there's any suggestions or things you want to address, and, you know, drop us a line and we'll take it on board because, you know, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Pleasing the listeners.
Yeah, mate, we love that.
And we have got something that I'm excited about, a sponsor for next year that will hopefully give listeners and that a bit of insight into
already signed on,
into some real life skills and stuff like that. So looking forward to things like that.
Yeah, very, very good. All promising things. We were thinking about maybe doing 2 shows a week. Would you eventually maybe trial that during the Origin next year? A couple of shows a week, maybe during the finals?
Great shout.
Would you like to do 2 shows a week, Jimmy?
I don't know if I can do 2 days a week with Latsy.
Overlap.
I love it. No, you're driving me
Mate, it
nuts.
might be 3. We're doing
not an overlap.
Might be
One
live
day
shows.
a week is okay.
Live shows on a Friday too, Jimmy. Maybe a Saturday.
Jesus Christ.
I'll tell you
All
what.
right, let's
God
have a
bless.
quick look at these 2 internationals that took place. Kangaroos, they defeated England 30-8. You know, it's kind of a bit of a foregone conclusion. We knew what was going to happen in that third one. Amazing scenes there at Leeds, full stadium. They kept with them again for 60 minutes, and then the Aussies just pulled away.
Yeah, old Reece Walsh, late double.
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw some, again, I didn't stay up and watch it, but I read some commentary around they were a bit clunky, and there's a fair bit to work on there. Obviously, they convincing win playing against England, but you know, you spoke about coming into the World Cup next year. You know, they're going to have to be better in that sort of environment, playing against the Kiwis who are red hot. And I just can't wait to see the Tonga and Samoa next year.
How did, mate, shout out to Kevy. How good, you know, he's taken the reins, 3-0 Ashes win. Like, you know, I think he's done a great job. So
Funny how there is some commentary around that the Aussies underperformed, but I don't get it because they went and
won 3-0.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what do you need them to win by 50 to a big thing? I don't understand it, but hey, they done a good job. I think there's a few boys there over there now. I wonder what they're all doing. Whether there's a few staying over there. Season's finished, long year's finished. They're already over there.
Be staying there,
Few
wouldn't you?
Europe trips around there, I dare say, which would be very exciting for the boys.
Sexy eyes Walsh, you'll be having some fun over there.
Oh, you'd be heading straight for Amsterdam, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, why? What's in Amsterdam?
It's a wonderful cultural hub.
Oh, gotcha.
Lots of restaurants and museums.
Very open. A lot of live sex shows.
Is
And
there?
mushrooms and cafes. Yeah, it's a crazy joint.
I was in the wrong
Why are you
section
crossing your legs, Professor?
because I'm excited.
Latsy toured a fair bit of Amsterdam when we come over there.
Bit of window shopping, Latsy, was it?
We got the window shopper. They were calling me 20 Cent over there at that time. Well, 50 Cent. He's the window shopper. Come on, Prof.
I love it. Harry Grant dominated. Let's just say that.
Harry.
Hazza. Goodness me. New Zealand Samoa. As you said, Pacific Championships. Outstanding. They're at Combank. What about the crowd?
Plenty of blue jerseys.
Oh,
They
everywhere.
love it.
The
Yeah,
flags.
I thought would they get 28, and I think it holds 30. I thought it might have actually been sold out, but pretty much close to it. But we missed the multi because we had the try scores wrong. We did tip
New Zealand.
13
Who did you miss on the
plus.
try scorers?
It was all their middles. All their middles scored. That Papali'i or whatever.
Yeah.
Aaron Clark is a
Mate.
Aaron
beast.
Clark.
What a season. Like, literally gone from nearly a bench hooker at the Gold Coast Titans, and he got lock of the year, killing it for the Kiwis. And shout out to Shibasaki as well, the season he had. He must just sit there and reflect on what his past 12 months have looked like. It's been a hell of a journey.
Think I've seen the clip, obviously, Kieran Foran hanging him up, like the boys doing the hugger. Mate, as a bloke who, was it last year that Shawnee retired and everyone spoke about what Shawnee offered the game. Mate, I reckon, not taking anything away from Sean Johnson, but, mate, Kieran Foran, he's been there for a longer period of time, and I think he's had a more lasting effect. I think he's an awesome player.
But has also gone out in form. Do you know what I mean? Like some of these players just sort of tail off towards the end of the career. He's playing
very good player. Like he started when did he first come to 09 or whatever, same sort of time with me.
About 2011.
Go through
He won the
the grand
title,
final team.
tough as nails, mate.
Yeah.
And then even the impressive thing was, remember his body was shot to bits. At
It
one
was gone,
point.
eh?
He
Yeah.
had a
went-
full season off.
He went to when he went
Bulldogs.
over to the Warriors and signed. I remember
wasn't it
watching
Bulldogs?
him because was it knees that he had? Was it his knees that when he had
Shoulder.
a few knee
He
ops?
hurt his shoulders.
Because then you'd see him you'd see him sort of trying to check, like defensively, trying to get off leads and move, and you just like it was just like his body couldn't do what he wanted to do, and mate, the way he's come back and he's the influence he had at the Titans, when he was in there to when he wasn't, how much he was missed, and for him to go out like that, I think's awesome because as I said, he's a fucking brilliant player.
Lots of emotional scenes out there. Obviously, during the anthems, you saw Brian To'o and, mate, you're right. Do you?
No, I'm messaging Ants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So our
he's
guest
just
is
running a bit
he-
later. Ant Mitchell.
That's okay, all good. We do have Ant Mitchell to come on. He's going to chat to the Nines about us. With us.
Yeah, about us.
Maybe.
Yeah, look, just looking back at the game, Junior Paulo, what his performance throughout the Pacific Championships was awesome. But I feel like who's the Samoan coach, Ben Gardner, I don't think he used his middles correctly. He ran Payne Haas into the ground, and they were the dominant team in the first half the other day, but they ran out of gas. And I don't think he used his bench in the right way, and they.
I'll tell you what, if anyone knows a bench, it's
Correct,
Jeremy
True,
Love.
mate.
mate. You know what,
Yeah,
mate? And
no,
I've had plenty of coaches
expert.
get it right, some wrong. I remember I sat on the bench 75 minutes down in Melbourne once and got frost.
And they won. He got it right.
We did.
He got it right.
No. It was 2-2. I come on in 5 minutes to go. Quick play the ball. Seguiaro, try time. We beat Melbourne Storms. I was in you're in my team then, Maloney.
Was it
You're in
Storm or
my team.
Storms?
Melbourne Stormers.
I was talking about the emotion before the game, seeing these Samoan guys
100%.
crying in the anthem. You can see just how much it means to them. International game absolutely booming. Here's a big question out of it right now. This weekend, if New Zealand played against Australia, who wins?
New Zealand.
Wow.
Debate.
Why? Based on
Oh,
what?
no, I knew he was going to say Australia. I just want to be different.
What? Why? Why and how?
You just think they're a better side. I think, I think they played New Zealand, played well, came back from different scenarios, but I still don't think they were in a position. Like, I think if Australia played in that Pacific Nations sort of thing, I think they win it.
The counter?
Yeah, I think this New Zealand team, every single one of them plays in the NRL week in, week out. We spoke about the difference in the English competition to the Australian competition, and I don't know. I feel like the Kiwis, it would be very, very, very evenly matched, and it wouldn't surprise me if the Kiwis did beat them. Their forwards are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mate, Fisher Harris, Leota, Tapani, holy.
And then you got but then
That's
White on the bench and Aaron Clark.
Yeah.
Help yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. But then you also got to consider, like, Jerome Hughes wasn't there.
Jerome. And then he comes in next year for
Yeah.
Foz.
And Dylan Brown, that was a masterclass. He was...
Kinney at fullback. He barely played this year. He will be better. Jeremy Marshall-King, no number 9. Yeah, that's right. I can see your legs are shaking.
So when are you going to... Well, then why don't you jump on better? Is there a market on the 2026 World Cup?
Oh, mate.
What price, all right, without seeing a market, what price would you take now on the Kiwis?
Obviously, I'm employed at the Dragons, so I can't bet on rugby league. But...
Disclaimer. But
otherwise,
what price would you take? What price would you need to bet?
$6.
You'd take $6 about the Kiwis, yeah, right.
Why? What do you think? I think
I need more than 6. I need more than $6.
What do you need, mate? I'll talk to Rich. We'll see what we can do.
Rich.
I need at least $8, I think.
I'll $8 Maloney.
I don't know. I up until that game on the weekend when they came from behind and just... I don't know the game.
You love coming from behind. That's your thing.
It is
What
my thing.
price would you have Australia at now if you're doing the market?
Honestly, just because I know how biased the Australian betting markets are, they're probably going to be at about $1.85.
Interesting.
And then Australia 6, New Zealand 6, Samoa 7, and then Tonga 9.
You think Samoa and that are above England?
Honestly, yes.
I think Samoa is. I don't know if
No, I don't think Tonga is actually.
No, but England...
Well, I think Tonga depended on,
But they'll get a few back next year. They were a little bit weak in this.
Yes.
A few forwards injured. Big.
International footy live and well. Alive and
how
well.
good is
Ready
it?
leading into this World Cup. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, let's shift a touch, if you don't mind. We're gonna have a little review of our favourite moments.
Yeah.
Not so much moments, but like the 2025 NRL season, your favourite things that happened.
Wait, so can we just when Ant comes in, can we just pretend that we're wrapping up the podcast and go?
Yes, that'll be
and
classic.
go. We'll see you in 2026.
Yeah, absolutely.
Classic.
Let's do that.
Love that shit.
Do you know it's awesome? We're not cutting any of this out and you'll have that shit joke.
Why don't we just go around with some stuff that we like from the 2025 season? Who wants to go first?
Yep.
Go.
Game 1, State of Origin. Hated the other 2. Game 1, State of Origin.
That's a great point.
Awesome.
Pretty amazing.
Game 2 and 3, shit house.
Amazing series, though, right?
No, shit
Queensland
series.
again comes from behind.
No, shit series. Game 1.
Can you say stop coming from behind? Sorry, I'm getting a bit randy.
Outstanding
Moss over here.
start to the Origin season. Really fizzled out after that.
Can we just pretend we're not from New South Wales for 1 second?
No.
Okay, I'm going to be the guy that's not from New South Wales for 1 second. I'm from, let's say, Christmas Island. So
That's in Queensland.
But like the stuff around Cam Munster and losing his dad and then like them all lifting for him in that third game, like as lovers of the sport, pretty
Shit.
amazing.
Yeah, shit.
Latsy, come on, mate.
Mate, honestly, the whole Broncos story,
Yes.
that was just, and then also Benny Hunt, Adam Reynolds, getting to see Reynolds win up there as well as Ben Hunt after his 2015 experience,
The storylines around that
Mate,
team
honestly.
and that grand final.
Reece Walsh try. Oh,
But Madge Maguire losing his job at the Tigers, making his way back.
Being too hard on him. Where.
Yeah.
Look at us winning the comp now.
Yeah, shouldn't have done the army camp at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Look at him now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Look at me now. Oof.
So
Broncos.
where do the Broncos? All right, if you're pitching a market, what price do you have Broncos of going back to back next year?
I've got them short. Oh, actually, you know what?
Are they who's favourites?
I'm going Penrith. Then I'm going Broncos. They're my two.
So Stormer.
Yeah, they've lost Pappenhausen. Not that I feel like he's a massive loss anymore, but they got that Fire-Longo. There's a lot of stuff happening around them.
I don't know if
Belly
Payne
ache, whether he
Haas go
stays.
to Rugby 360 whether the Broncos will be as
John Farnham farewell tour, mate. The Payne Haas farewell tour.
He'll go to
What was the
It'll
talk
never
about
end.
that?
He'll keep playing there.
Is
John
it
Farnham.
confirmed or
Yes.
it's more just reports?
It's just reports, but it's
Do you know just what's because I think it was a Jammer and that on their podcast talking about it. Thing that I hate hearing is people where they try and do this, like the NRL needs to put this chest again to try and save certain players. No, they don't. Like that shit. One, because if this R360 happens, it's Middle Eastern money. Like if you think you're going to match them on money, especially when we have to pay 50% of it in tax, you're dreaming. So yeah, that's a stupid idea. And as soon as you bring it in to save one player, like who determines which player is okay to, we need to keep him in the game, we need to keep him. Payne Haas is the best forward in the game. You know what? Before that, Matt Scott and Petro Stephen-Siva and Shane Webke and all these were all the best thing. The game moves on. The next superstars. When Billy Slater left and we didn't have fullbacks, when Cam Smith left, when everyone leaves the game, GI leaves the game, they were all the best. And that's what another kid comes through and becomes the best. So
no, you're right. But also, and I want to say to Payne, I know you watch this show, go fill your pockets.
Yeah.
You're only here for a short time.
They're talking about
cash.
Like it's
$3 million tax free.
Yeah, so it's like 3 times what you're earning now.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't have to give halfway. So it's probably 6 years' salary for 12 games of footy.
And
see you later.
But get it up front.
Albanese, be better. Stop taxing us in 45 ways, mate.
I might even make a comeback. Anyone from R360, if anyone's interested in Jimmy Maloney.
Oh, mate, they're
no, we're good, bro. We're good.
I've still got some life.
I've got Turk Alashay on the line. We are good.
For 12 games a year, I've got one more season in me.
Has Payne played any rugby? Does anybody know?
Yeah, he was a loose-headed.
Was he?
Well, I was Australian Schoolboys Rugby Union.
Were you really?
Allegedly.
Yeah, Alan Jones was his coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Rumour or trumour. Say, look, I know how to play rugby as well. So,
Also,
geez, that'd be a good
not
pickup.
all that
You
Alan
need a
taught him.
podcast to.
Oof. Oh, we can
I
do the
don't know
podcast.
what we do.
I'll tell you what.
But
If
can be
you're
the 360 potty.
and you're looking for, a bit of experience, someone to kick them around and direct them around, geez, that'll be good.
you would be. There you go. All right. So we said game 1 of Origin. You said the Brisbane Broncos story.
Yeah, gorgeous.
I've got a what if for you, little Toby. What if the Broncos? Was it the last game when they slid into 4th?
I think, they cemented it because who'd they beat up there? Was it Melbourne?
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah.
If they don't slide into 4th in that last round, do you think they still win the title? That's my what if.
No.
They had the first week off, didn't they?
They won. They won week 1 and then they beat
And
Canberra.
then they had
Yes.
the week off.
So
Yeah,
second
yeah.
week, yeah.
Yeah, or whatever. But they had the week's
Yes.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's a massive
Correct.
thing. And I think going back, I think it's only from now when you go back, I think that Penrith did it once in their time where they actually lost the first one and came back and went the length. And I think back before that was 2015 with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think otherwise, if you go through history, if you go through history, it's one of the sides that get that week off because it's such a benefit.
So yes, they needed to win that last round.
Yeah.
I'll do my one.
Good. What's next?
My one is just not having to see Latsy for the next 3 months. Honestly, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Is that what we were talking about?
Mine was actually watching Latsy crumble over the chili spray.
Oh, mate, it was horrific.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never been more defeated in my life. And the fact that I just kept drinking that beer, like, how silly.
You didn't know.
I had a few
It was-
beers. Sorry for living.
It was very, very silly. I'll say the Canberra Raiders. Amazing for them to finish minor premiers.
Yeah,
People didn't have them in
Bail
the
out
eight.
and straight sets.
But they're calling him
Oh,
Roger
I know.
Federer. Yeah, they're calling him straight sets.
But
Roger.
didn't Roger? He used to win in straight sets.
Correct, that's what I mean. So he's Roger. They went out in straight sets. Oh, yeah, sorry, that makes sense. They're calling
Oh, my
him
God.
Scott. Philippustis.
Okay, that'll work. No, I think for the Raiders, they got. Is that not a good season?
I don't know, because
If you're not first, you're last,
there's
man.
part of it
Wow.
where you go, yes, you got to be consistent week in, week out for the minor premiership. But our game, you don't get anything for, like, you get minor premiers, but it's not anything in
Okay.
our game. I think they would still look at finishing minor premiers and bowing out in straight sets as a very disappointing way to finish.
I agree. Yeah. And, Ethan Strange getting sick on game day. There was so many things that it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Will 2026 be their year?
Well, let's now. Hey,
Sorry,
great.
on that, they are signing that many players. They signed another guy the other day,
Well, yeah,
Dane
yeah.
Laurie. Dane Laurie, they signed a young...
2026, you didn't have them. Where do you have Canberra in your market?
Yes.
I don't think they do what they did this
Okay,
year.
well, let's do this. Let's do your top
they
eight.
seem
So
coming.
can it be their year? No.
Do your top
Me and
eight.
Canberra
Is that what you
just-
say?
I've really lost control.
Sorry, okay.
Sorry, mate.
Do your top
Hey,
eight.
so, yeah, Jimmy, what you...
Do your top eight for 2026.
All right, I've got to look at the teams.
Oh, can I say one more really positive thing from 2025? Our man Toby had an
Awesome.
absolute
On and off
belter
the
of a
field.
year, on and off the field. Yes, he's forgotten that he's a part of the show for the last 6
He's
weeks.
off contract too, so Sharks better move quick.
Scoring match
Latsy
winning
must be
tries.
tied in with his management
Oh, yeah.
in some way.
Yeah, you get a percentage. little slice for old
Louis
Latsy.
yesterday, he was getting calls. The phone was going off.
Really?
Saying, excuse me, can you come back? We've got pre-season starting.
And he goes, Buenos nachos.
Yes. Let's
Yeah,
do
puppy.
Let's
Huh?
do your top eight
Yeah, I'm
for
looking
2028.
All right, I'm going to go
2026.
just as I go through. I'm going to go Broncos.
Broncos will be there, yep.
Yeah, Panthers.
Melbourne will be there.
I said-
Panthers will be there.
Are you going or am I going?
Sorry, go.
This is what he does.
Go, I'm
Let's
just
go.
You know
agreeing
what,
with
wife? You can't speak for... ex-wife, you can't speak for me. Bulldoggies. Oh, actually. Yeah, Dogs will be in the
Bulldogs
top
will be
8.
there.
Sharks will be there.
Sharks will be there, yep. That's five.
Just looking at the team outside. Eels, they'll be there.
Oh, that's a big one.
Knights, no. Titans, no. Dragons,
Eagles?
No.
Yeah, I reckon Eagles. Well, I reckon
Mate, they will
Fogarty
be.
will
Yeah.
come up and help. I reckon.
Turbo will stay fit all year, have blind every year.
Yep.
And Jake will
So
keep
there's
playing
six.
golf.
There's six. We've got Roosters will be there.
Cowboys won't. They let Maloney
Dolphins.
go.
Will they
Warriors?
They're so hard to.
If
Luke
know what
Metcalf
if
stays
Metcalf
fit.
stays fit, yeah.
And
Yeah, righto. I'll tell you, Warriors.
Roosters?
That's
Did we
what-
say
yeah.
Roosters?
Yeah, we said
So that's
Roosters.
the 8. That's 8.
All right, so if you can put that together, Kyle, and put it into a social, we might have done 12 teams then. But that's what
that
we're
was
picking.
8.
That's the journey. Okay, James.
It was definitely
Don't get
8.
upset
I was
with me,
carrying,
please.
mate. I'm just saying.
I know, but one of your fingers is only a half.
No, it's just a bit sideways.
Jesus Christ.
Jimmy
Put that
Crichton.
away.
Like I like to get on the weekend sideways.
Oh, so funny, James. I don't know how you do it.
All right, let's go. Predict your grand final teams, the 2 teams.
For next year.
And then so pick your 2 teams and then pick your winner.
This is hard.
Penrith and Cronulla, and then Craig Fitzgibbon gets sacked. Tobe, shout out.
Okay, and who wins? Penrith.
Yeah, I think the ref. All right, no, it's been a good episode.
What
Hey.
the
Oh, hey.
Bruce?
Our guest has just arrived.
Clap him in.
Here we go.
Young fella, Ant Mitchell.
Welcome, Ant. G'day, mate. How are you? How you going? You good?
Hey, he's got the same hairdresser.
Latsy's been on today. He's been really funny.
He's
just been a pain in the ass. So Ant, this is perfect timing for you. We'll chat about the Nines in a second, but basically we're forecasting. We've got the crystal ball out.
Yeah.
And right now we're picking our 2 grand final sides, and you got to pick then the side to win it in 2026.
Well, I'm forced to be a Titan because my dad's there, so that's a tough one to start with.
Disclosure, Ant's old man's the CEO of the Gold Coast Titans.
That's what he just said.
I
Yeah,
know,
but he
but
just said my old man's there. I'm giving a context for people listening.
No, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No, you're the man.
So Titans are one of the sides in the grand final.
I'd pick one. Yeah, purely for the love of the sport.
Of
and
course,
my
yeah,
father.
no, Gold Coast Titans. Yeah.
They've recruited well.
How did they go
Mate.
in 2025? I don't remember. Where did they?
I'm a
You didn't see it?
big Nines guy. Don't really watch much 13 side now.
Oh, shit.
Tell you what, if you want to have a bet on that, I reckon you'll get some fucking good odds.
Yeah.
Don't bet as
I
much
think
as
our
you
friends
fellas,
that
but-
better, they might let you just write your own ticket for it.
May as well.
And what a story. Josh Henne has won the 2026 premiership.
Could you imagine? That would be really nice. It's hard not to go past, your standards, your Broncos, your Roosters, Panthers to have some ridiculous format that they always seem to compete. So, who plays the Titans in the grand final? I'm going to say Broncos.
Broncos, Titans, all Queensland grand final.
Oh,
and then
wow.
Titans get the job done.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
go-
easily, right?
Well, yeah,
And then Steve
13
Mitchell
plus.
sacked.
Get on better.
Steve Mitchell sacked after winning the comp.
I'm tipping
Yeah,
Roosters
that's
to come to make the final next year. Sam Walker fit, Cherry Evans going over.
Sweaty feet,
They've
Robson.
got a lot of guys. They put a lot of faith in their young kids this year. I think there's so many of them guys, like Toya and guys like that have played Origin. I think they're all going to be better. I reckon Roosters will be there,
Steep.
and I reckon, I'm not going to take Penrith or Brisbane. I reckon Melbourne get back there again.
And who wins?
I don't know. We'll have to see on grand final day.
The
just
next question is who wins. You got to pick who wins.
Chooks.
Chookies. Oh, there you go.
I saw him having coffee with Trent Robinson yesterday, so he's trying to get a job. Too
Well, I
smart.
tell you what, if
Can
they
we cut
want,
this
if they
clip
want to
up?
win it, they should give me a job.
Absolutely.
Proof's
they got
in the
a-
pudding.
They got a bloke called Cooper Cronk there. I think you may have heard of him.
All right, mate. Have you done your two teams? Did you do them already?
Yeah.
All right, great.
Did you take the Dragons? How do you think Dragons will go next year?
Honestly, they've let DeBellin go and Clemmer. A lot of youth there. I don't know. They're going to have a war chest, but I don't know if they'll be signing players for 26 or 27. So I just think we're going to be light in the forwards at the moment.
So how
obviously
do you think the Dragons are going to go?
I can't see them make the 8 if they don't
So
get some
Dragons
medals.
don't make the 8.
Yeah. So I said,
Geez, that's
Okay.
tough when the internal staff are saying that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tough for the boys to get up when a bloke that works
Yeah,
there.
have you got a
starting on
job
the
in
wrong
20?
foot.
Who's got a job in 26? Put your hand up.
You're going to let me finish. If they're able to sign players before the start of the season, and they've got 4 spots spare in the 30 now.
Who are they going to
they're-
sign? Who's
Well, there'll be
good?
some disgruntled forwards somewhere. A couple of good forwards.
Look down the barrel and do your pitch.
Pretty sure Hugo Savala won't be real happy at the Roosters.
Oh,
Just-
he'll
do your
be a
pitch.
good forward, the halfback.
no, but a halfback.
Do your
Cherry
pitch.
Evans.
So
Oh, you've
I'm
got-
now.
you've got-
I'm a very
I've got a
good.
couple.
I'm a very good rugby league player. I'm off contract. I don't want to think. I'm thinking about teams, but my favourite podcast is the Journeymen.
Yeah.
Do your pitch to that player. Why should they come to the Dragons?
Wollongong's beautiful. Go to the Dragons. Sun's always shining. On the beach, playing footy, jumping over for a swim whenever you want. And I'll get your car down at Harry.
Titans have had that, have tried that as well. It doesn't work that great.
Yeah, but you've got a dangerous nightlife. You've got a dangerous nightlife. A few people have been brought undone. I remember young Reece Walsh got brought undone there back in the day.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, very, very good. And your sides that you played for, those 5, how will they go?
They'll all make the
They'll all
semis.
make the semis.
Cowboys will win it because they got a decent assistant coach.
Well, they need to come back from where I left them.
And just can we let's do biggest improver in 2026. Which team? I think I know Ant's answer.
Dragons.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they get some forwards before the start of the year.
Okay. Biggest improver in 2026.
Ooh, Parramatta.
Okay.
No, they improved heaps this year, but.
Well, as in, I think on the
Where
ladder.
did they
we mean.
finish?
Oh, God.
Parramatta finished 11th.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, it lasts for a long period. Look, they got to keep Moses fit. I think he plays such a big role for them.
Ant, have you got a side that'll improve?
Titans.
Titans?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
tipped
we'll
them to win the
stay
goal to play the grand final.
Yeah,
In the
improve
Knights
and
combo,
improve well.
biggest improver, Southern Sharks.
Southern Sharks.
From 8th to winning it.
Okay, we'll get to that in 1 sec. I'm going to say Seagulls. So that's
one
it.
cares.
2026. We've kind of forecast. I would ask who's going to win the Origin series, but there's not a lot of point in that.
No.
All right.
Yeah, because we know New South Wales will, don't we, Eds?
Big improvers.
They'll keep the games closer.
Oh, I can't wait.
We've kind of forecast their 2026. Let's get Ant in properly here to explain. First and foremost, how do you blokes know Ant Mitchell? Who would like to go first?
I'll begin.
Yes.
So back in 2007, me and the great James Maloney moved into a place together at Parramatta. And the young fella, so we're in a place, what would they call ours? Melrose Place. And yours was called the Bronx. So he was in a group of units at Parramatta next to the Parramatta Leagues Club, and he was in there. So, we all started training together.
You were over in Ross Street, weren't you?
Not
I
at the start.
was still at the Horror House. I was still
that's
in
right.
there, so playing SG ball and would have been flagged then.
And then we took him under our wing
And
at
then I
some
got
point.
led astray to go to Melrose Place.
Excuse me. Take it under the wing, I would prefer.
Come here, young
No, we
fella.
were lucky. We had a lot of our core friendship group were sort of together in that inaugural year in 2007. I was playing SG ball in a bit of flag, and boys are playing Premier League at the time.
And Jim Beam Cup.
And Jim Beam Cup. I think, as all footy clubs do, you form good relationships. And I think one of the first real eye-opening moments that I'd had with these two as a pair, and they used to walk around the club all the time randomly. The big dogs like your Kalises, your Hindmarsh, Timmy Smith used to just comment on how odd they were, a bit like, I suppose it's like
Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, I'd say Harry and Marv off of Home Alone. They'd just be walking around. But they always had a tennis ball. They weren't really doing anything. I'm not sure if they were employed at the time, but they'd just be around all the time. Stella would be, or Jimmy would be trying to steal keys off Kev Wise to get into the Eels merchandise.
Still running the
collar.
Onitsuka Tigers, actually.
Yeah, good story about those, actually. I remember I got invited over, would have been on a Wednesday night. We normally used to get together and have dinner or go look across at the club, and I went in early, and Jimmy was sitting there, and he used to take an hour and a half to eat food because he would just talk and get through. A lot's changed since then, but he's hammering maybe 4 sausages and a side of mashed potatoes. Latsy wasn't there yet, and he ended up coming in a little bit later on. Anyway, Jimmy had, and they might even be the same pair actually, but they were
This is
brand new.
07.
They were brand new at the time. He was wearing footy shorts, just those, and no T-shirt. He's sitting on the couch eating sausages, telling me war stories. And Latsy come in pissed off. He had his Wenny, backpack on, and he's kicking the door down. And Jimmy didn't really know what was sort of happening. Latsy's, blowing up because he got whacked by Alfie Beetham on the weekend playing Jim Beam Cup, which I'm assuming is like Ron Massey now. And Latsy's hopped up, went for a shower, and Jimmy's hopped up and walked off, and didn't really know where he'd went. He goes, Antsy, come here. And I walked into his room, and Latsy had this shrine of Roy Asatasi, like cutouts. There's just no shit.
Shout out, Roy.
Yeah. And Latsy come in the room and goes, get the F out. He's blowing up at us, and he goes, Jimmy opens up the cover, he goes, take that, opposition. Anyway, he's still wearing these brand new Onitsuka Tigers. And Latsy's like, where'd you get those from? Like, why do you have them? He goes, mate, if you play New South Wales Cup and you get player of the match one day, you might get a pair as well. And he's just sitting there going, Roy, this is for you.
Talk to me about the Roy Asatasi.
Nah, so
shrine.
at that point, right, so I come back from a shoulder reco. I turned a 6-month injury, or about a 10-month injury. I fell over infusions when I had a shoulder reco, slipped over on Mad Monday, so I didn't recover how I should have. I come back, need to go back. I played 6 games of Jim Beam Cup, but the game he's referring to, there was a guy, Alfie Beetham, who then ended up in our team in 08 when we won the premiership. So I was able to play alongside him and not run at him. But it was the game of the week, so they showed it on Fox Sports, and I got pumped like 3 times off the kickoff. I was filthy. And Wednesday was the day that it was shown, and I was getting peppered all these texts.
Can we, on the Roy Asatasi thing,
that's where I'm
but there was also
Funny Bill,
something, no, but he used to have this photo that he loved where he ran into Jennifer Hawkins one time, and he kept it like he had it as his thing. Right. But it was like he would have been, what, 14, 15 or something?
No, I was 19.
19 with this Jen Hawkins, and he looked like the most awkward. He loved it.
I used to be shy with
it was
girls,
the
not
most
like that
awkward,
now.
like he was standing with her like this. Like,
Have you still got that photo on your wall at home? Be honest.
Mate, no joke. So shout out Nat, my ex-wife. She went to Port Macquarie, and in front of her and me, there's a picture of me and Jen Hawkins on the TV stand at home. Jen's still at home
she's
in Port
still
Macquarie.
there.
I'll take a photo and I'll put it on the Journeymen when I
Show
go to
us.
Port next time. But yeah, no. The Roy, I love Roy Asatasi. He was a man back then, and I just try to shape my game on he's.
Mate, you're very similar.
Great defenders.
Yeah.
Strong Polynesian man.
Yeah, that's right. Very similar.
Oh, good on you. Thanks for that.
Sorry, mate.
Very good. Now, Ant, obviously you played your time in the NRL, but you've now, as you said, shifted from your 13 aside to your 9s.
Yeah.
And that's why you're here. That's why we're in the kit.
Yeah,
This is your
appreciate
big chance, Ant. Do the pitch to the many millions that watch our show.
Yeah, thanks obviously for wearing the shirts.
When if people want to buy them and support
everything
the Nines?
online basically on ninespremierleague.com or 9pl.com.au. You can find all of our merchandise and I suppose tickets to our qualifiers.
At 20% journeyman discount.
A 20% journeyman discount.
Yeah.
I'll have to update that. I didn't realise that was a thing. But no worries. Thanks for that.
No, Jeff.
What about the concept? So where it started. So obviously, for people that don't know, it's had 3 years. We're now in the 4th year.
Yeah.
And it's obviously had such success that now you've established 2 qualifying series to actually go to the main one at the Gold Coast. Talk to us about how it started, how the idea was born, and then obviously the growth that it's had.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play in the inaugural Auckland Nines and loved everything about it. I was at the Cowboys at the time we won it. And it was everything off the field that I felt was great, but on it there was, your Beaver Menzies and Brad Fittler came back and played. So there was this nostalgia that was on the field that people had craved for a long time. In my previous role, we had an engagement program with high school boys. So we'd run sporting carnivals all the time. And a friend of mine who's in it with me as well said, should we just have a crack at this? So we ended up just trying to get on 8 teams. We ended up getting 12 and had about 20 ex-NRL boys have a run. There's about 1,000 people sort of came through the gate. And we filmed it on a poor man's broadcast for our YouTube. And we had about 1,000 hours watching the first week. So we thought all the right things
Who
are
won
there.
that?
Oh, it's a little while away now. Southern
And who
Sharks,
got
I think.
co-player of the series?
Co-play, I can't remember.
Curtis Scott and Jeremy
there.
Latimore. Anyway,
That's
keep going.
right. But we just sort of figured there's definitely something there. So just went really hard in year 2. Wanted to enhance everything, and we ended up getting about 60 ex-NRL boys come back and play, representing their own companies, brands, etc. And we enhanced the broadcast and had about 44,000 people watch on YouTube. We took those numbers to KO, which they were pretty keen on broadcasting, and did the same thing again. We tried to enhance the festival experience for the teams, the spectators that were coming through, and we had about 100 just over, either playing on the field or coaching ex-NRL players, and about 4,500 sort of thing through the gate, and the KO numbers were quite large as well. So we just had an influx of teams want to enter, and we never wanted to run a competition of multiple fields because it takes away the focus point of the broadcast. So we stupidly just thought, well, let's just do qualifiers because they were pretty sporadic. There was, some in Queensland, some in New South Wales. So we went from 16 now to 44 teams.
Yeah,
so we've got 16 teams in 2 weeks' time. We're playing the Sydney qualifier.
Sorry, so what date is that on in Sydney for any of our fans looking for more rugby league? What is that date?
So that date's the 29th and 30th of November. And then 2 weeks after is the Brisbane qualifier, the 13th and 14th of December. And we've done...
Who are a few of the ex-boys playing in the Sydney one? Just so we can let the fans know.
Oh, it's interesting. There's a few ex-boys who've been named across multiple sides. So, and we're in all the WhatsApp groups, which is hilarious because we don't know if the coach or manager knows that this person's been name dropped in other teams.
Right, yeah.
But I think, teams like FTA, during their podcast, they've sort of said that Bam Bam Tuivasa is going to play from Bryce Cartwright, the Jennings brothers, Jared Haynes got Campbelltown.
Saw a shot of him today in very good nick.
Haynes,
Have you seen? Yeah, he's dropped like 30 kilos.
Yeah,
He's
no
in good-
way.
Yeah,
Well, he
he's-
needed to, the big fella. I seen him last time. Was it coming into last year's
Yes.
Gold Coast
Yeah,
Nines?
yeah.
He's
And he was having dramas with Hemi. I seen him just before, and he goes, "Oh, mate, me Hemi." I said, "No shit, you're about 30 k's overweight,
Well,
mate."
it's gone, Jimmy. The 30 k's is
Good
gone.
on you.
It's looking
Yeah,
sharp.
that's right.
There you go. Sorry. Ed,
No,
keep going.
you're right. And I mean, Jimmy would be coaching against them, which is good because I think you guys have drawn.
Yeah, we've got a pretty. I think we've got the Southern Steelers. So Jimmy Green's one. We've got. Is it the Campbelltown side, and then we've got the Red
Red Belly Warriors,
Red Bellies, or whatever,
Yeah.
so-
So we've got a couple of knockout teams in there as well who've got Albert Kelly, Will Smith's going back to play for them, so I'm not sure if Brad Takarangi knows that.
Speaking of
he's
guys
actually
carrying a few
defected.
extra kilos, Albie Kelly.
Big man,
He had a crack at him last week.
Because he looks like a meth addict. He's in everyone.
I'm just saying for a bloke, like Albie was an awesome mover. He's put on a bit.
He
on
might have
Albie.
stripped. Have you seen him recently? He might be 30 k's less.
I
You
said,
never know.
Crew knockout.
Antsy, and you've got a bit of a mental health awareness game before the grand final, and I'm obviously going to play in that.
Yeah.
Professor, can we get you involved?
For the fans?
No. I'd love
When is
to
it?
get you out there, Professor, to
Yeah?
sport Anthony's.
When is it?
Oh, he's busy.
What's the date again?
29th and 30th of November. It's a league tag game. so
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you were saying before that you used to love contact with men.
Honestly, I just need this podcast to end. I just want to go home. Yeah, mate, I'll see how I go. I'll play.
No, we want a verbal commitment.
Look, my verbal commitment is if Latsy's not there, I will play. If you can
Done, I
piss
won't
him
be
off. Yeah, mate, I'll run around. Why not?
Yeah.
What about the
maybe.
Sydney qualifier? Ant, the Sydney qualifier. So it's at Wentworthville.
Yep.
Is it going to be a similar setup to the Gold Coast, like the food truck, the festival
Yeah.
sort of atmosphere? Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got food trucks, kids activities, everything sort of off the field, and I think for that, like eventually we'd love to get into a stadium, but we also don't want to get into a stadium because you take away that feeling of people being able to walk past a Matt Moylan and a Matt Bowen while you're getting a feed at the food trucks and actually be able to connect. So for us, it's just finding an enhanced stadium, but not one that takes away that experience of people being able to go and connect with those ex-NRL players and get photos. But it should be good. I think the Sydney qualifier is certainly going to have some stardom running around for it, and there's obviously been some content creators name dropped to play as well for a couple of teams. I know Jaden Lane's been tipped to play, Bam Bam Tuivasa, the Professor obviously playing in the league tag, which would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm pumped for
That'll
that.
get bums on seats.
Yeah. Oh, no, mate, I'm sick that weekend. I just saw that.
Why don't I coach the team and he coaches as
I'll
players?
run around, mate. Look.
Captain coach. You got a
that's
couple.
what I know. Jimmy's going to play?
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll play. I'm coaching the
Yeah, well,
talent
you-
locker.
You won't matter.
No, you're playing the league tag for living. It's our charity game just before the grand final.
Busy.
We've got to get in shape for the end of January, mate.
I'm
Is
always
there?
in shape, brother.
Will Latsy be on the bench for that? For the
He'll be playing Jim Beam Cup.
That is the exact field where it happened. That's where I got folded.
Oh no, he'll be sweating.
Emotional
here's
trauma.
You tell people where to get tickets here, Ant.
Yeah, just on our website, 9pl.com.au. Jump on there. All of our information's on our social media as well. Exact same, not at Nines Premier League. So, tickets, merchandise, all that. Get in contact if you're looking for a great weekend out. But it's obviously also on KO, which is cool. We've gotten both the qualifiers on there as well as the grand final. So the top 16 from this year, our top 12 out of that 16 will go through, and the top 2 from the qualifiers will fill up the bottom 4, almost like a promotion relegation type setup.
So that's
exciting,
the 4.
Bottom 4
Four
dropped out.
from
They've had
last
to
year.
defect, so they've had to
you're
go
right.
into the qualifiers.
And then that's going to be the system that will stay in place. So if you go up on Gold Coast and you end up in the bottom 4, you'll have to go back to a re-qualify.
Go back, yeah.
Yeah, right. I like that.
I'd like to think that if you're a top 2 team, you're going to be in the top 4 in the Gold Coast, just because you've had that run and you I suppose your team's already sort of picked.
Yeah.
But the eventual game is potentially, we've had some really good conversations with New Zealand at the moment. If we do, it'll be top 10 in 2026. We'll go through to 2027. So then we'd go New Zealand top 2, Sydney top 2, Brisbane
New
top
Zealand
2.
that's epic.
qualifier.
So the
that's
end game's
good.
always going to be top 8, and hopefully it's in the UK. So it'd go UK, New Zealand, Sydney, Brisbane. So they're your domestic and your international sort of qualifiers, which would be
Move
wow.
over,
Cool.
Rugby 360. Here comes the
Yeah,
IPL. Hey, sorry. So of the 12 teams that finished in the top 12 last year, are they every single one of them come back? There was no one.
No, there's a couple that had to pull out. So we had 2 rugby teams that had
Matakesi and
Matakesi. They're from New Zealand. They're doing a few tours to Dubai and I think Japan. So cash wise wasn't a focus for them to go back into league. And then Pig Athletic Club, which is I suppose the bloke in a bar equivalent of rugby union. Sione, their content creator, moved overseas because he fell in love. So there's no one to organise it.
Love will
wins,
take you a
love
long
wins.
way.
That's right.
They're good dudes,
They'll
those
take you
guys.
to-
I know the Big Athletic boys.
Yeah, they're great.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out to the boys.
Well, exciting. Very exciting. Thanks for coming in. And I'm conscious of we got to get moving here.
no, it's all good, bro. He was 40 minutes late.
Let me ask Ant this, because we do need a deciding vote. I asked the two boys, if New Zealand played Australia this weekend, who wins?
I think the Aussies still just.
Okay.
Can we, hold on, just back on the Nines, can we get a forecast, right? You're across, obviously, all the teams. Can you give us the two Sydney qualifiers that you think will qualify, the two Brisbane, and then give me the grand final for next year's Gold Coast?
Conscious is obviously two Southern Sharks in the room.
No, don't worry about that. I'm just interested.
Well,
'cause
we've been lucky. There's a few teams like Southern Sharks who have feeder teams essentially in those qualifiers as well. So I think who won it last year was the Dogs, and they've got a team called the Pups, which are young hot boys from the Southern
hot as in
Coast.
good looking?
Good looking, just can play. They,
That's why Yak keeps trying to call me.
Yeah, yeah. Needs a water boy. I reckon them. It would be difficult to go past even Burke. Burke Warriors will have a really good team as well for Sydney. But in saying that,
So you got the pup side?
I say
Just,
Pups.
I was trying to wrap the podcast
Yeah,
up.
no, we just want this, mate. Don't worry, mate.
Yeah, Pups FTA,
Sorry,
and then
John,
in
we do
Brisbane
need to
it'd
get out
be
the work farm, mate.
the-
That's all right. You keep going, mate.
50 Cent over here, 21 questions.
Brizzy. Titans of Cole. They've got Jacob Miller, Toddy Carney. They'll be a good side. I think Dane Chisholm, and then probably Jeraya's team, the District, will be a good side as well. And then I think the top two. If RLPA actually really turn it on, they'll be good. They'll be good. And Easy Squad, which is Eddie Pettybourne's team with Zeb Taylor.
And what about 2027?
No, mate. Honestly, absolute pleasure having you. Hey, that was the show for 2025. I hope you enjoyed it, Rugby League Journeymen. We will be back in 2026. Watch our socials. We'll tell you when that's happening. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. Ant, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Make sure you support the Nines.
Peace out. Everyone have a safe, happy Christmas. Enjoy the festive season. Behave, and we'll see ya in 2026.
And give your feedback on what you want from our show next year. Let's age.
And
want
over
Professor
to
to wear
you,
a swimming cap.
Borat.
La 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 la, goodbye, I'm your friend. No, 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 no.
G'day, guys. This week's better multi of the week. We're going Journeyman best bet. We're going to Caulfield, race 8, the Ore Stakes. We're going Angel Capital to win. Then we're going to Doomben, race 6, number 4, Exceed Speed to place. Go to better, go to specials, go down, find the Journeyman. Let's get it home. Gamble responsibly.